Hello, it's me again. I really appreciated all of the kind thoughts on the video I made for Mother's Day, so thank you. A few weeks ago, my husband and I were watching a TV show. I want to share a short clip from it because though it's a comedy, it also really got me thinking. In this scene, two characters are witnessing Christ's crucifixion.
Oh, it's gotta hurt. What was it he said that got everyone so upset? Be kind to each other. Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
It is obviously a bit satirical, but that point of be kind to each other was really driven home to me again a few days later in pondering another account of Christ's crucifixion. I was reading in the Gospel of John. This was the last chapter of the section on the crucifixion in Come Follow Me. And frankly, for the other chapters, I've been reading just to check it off. But then John mentioned Mary standing there watching, and I was sucked right into the story. I have such a hard time whenever my little girl is in pain. I couldn't imagine how horrid it would be to be Mary in that moment, watching her son, who dedicated his life to spreading peace and love, die so cruelly because of man's hate. Then I thought about the other parent in the scene. How much worse must it have been for our Heavenly Father? Not only was his precious son suffering, he was suffering at the hands of others of his children. And then it dawned on me. Our Heavenly Father has had to watch that from the beginning. It's not like he's so high above us that he doesn't care about what we do. Enoch records in his account of the expansive vision that he was given of God's creations that he saw God weep. Astonished that the being who created all things would be so distraught, he asked why. God's response was, "Behold these thy brethren. They are the workmanship of mine own hands, and I gave unto them their knowledge. And unto thy brethren have I said, and also given commandment, that they should love one another, and that they should choose me, their father. But behold, they are without affection, and they hate their own blood." Let me repeat that. They are without affection, and they hate their own blood. Of all the terrible things people can do, it is our hatred for each other that makes God weep. There is a lot of hate in the world today. You can't look at the news or social media without being bombarded by it. People seem to be constantly mistreating each other, and then others seem to think the way to solve this is to hate and abuse back. It's this awful, evil cycle. Some of it is about the stupidest things, while other times there are real important issues to be discussed. But instead of conversation, we just spit venom back and forth. I think people justify the hate because they believe they are absolutely morally in the right on an issue, and they are doing nothing less than combating evil. The sad thing is that even though people feel they are defending God and truth in this way, whenever we act without affection and with hatred, we cause God to weep. It is so easy today to get caught up in the us versus them mentality and hate and abuse each other. In the words of Dieter F. Uchtdorf, we need to stop it. If you're hating on anybody, whether it is through words, actions, or even thoughts, remember God looking over the world and weeping. Remember Christ in the garden and on the cross, suffering and dying for that person who you are hating. We can discuss and disagree with love, even though it can be frustrating. You may say that they started it or even they deserve it, but remember that Christ on the cross didn't retaliate. He simply said, "Forgive them." These aren't your enemies on the internet and on the news. These are your brothers and sisters. So please, be kind to each other. Thanks for tuning in this week. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. It's such a mom thing to say, right? Be nice. But I hope you take it to heart. If you liked this message and want to hear more, don't forget to like and subscribe. My husband works really hard to make these videos, and you all mean a lot to him. Have a great week, and remember to be kind to each other.